Alright guys, I just got back from this camping trip. It's kind of late, I'm very sweaty, very hot, and sitting here in my room with the thingamajig and the air balloon. I got a book to review, and I bought this book for the camping trip, read it, finished it in all one sitting, all 560 pages of it, and just did it straight through, took a minor break for dinner, and a minor break for bathroom breaks, but this is probably the longest book I've ever finished in one sitting. The other one, I've only finished 2 books in one sitting, and this one in forever. And this is like a series that's probably second best forever in terms of addictingness and great characters and stuff you want to see more of. And it's Twisted, the latest installment in the Intertwined series from Gina Showalter. And well, here it is. And this book certainly lived up to its title. I mean, this was pretty darn twisted. I mean, yeah. It's kind of weird, because I know I ranted all on my House of Night video about how it's a terrible series, because nothing good ever happens. Well, lately in this series, it's kind of going really downhill for our characters, and I still like it. Maybe because it's Gina Showalter, maybe because it's super addicting. Maybe it's because it's actually an enjoyable series, whereas House of Night was just scum and a thinly veiled attack on humanity. But, yeah, loved this one. Absolutely loved it. I mean, it was super addicting. It made me want to go and keep going and keep going. Although, the issues I've had with it is like, it had a little difficult. There was clearly a gap between the end of Unraveled and the beginning of this that is never filled in. Like, at the beginning, it's not spoiling anything. It's the first few pages, like Aiden and Victoria are living in a cave, like eating strangers because they're for the vampire cravings. What? And Marianne is now hiding out with Tucker, the guy who stabbed Aiden. And what? That could use a bit more of a bridge. I mean, that was pretty uncharacteristic for Marianne to suddenly have all that, to suddenly team up with this guy she hates. And the one of the biggest issues I had with this book was its ending. It's great, and it leaves you really hungering for the next book, but it's really depressing. I mean, it's really depressing ending. It's not like I mentioned where you want to afterwards, but it was pretty depressing. Like it says right on the back here, what if you defied fate and everything you knew became twisted, including the one you loved? That pretty much sums it up, folks. Pretty much sums up this book. And the last book, which I think it should be called Broken, because that's the only permutation of this theme I can think of. And it sums up what is probably going to happen next. We have to wait 2 years for it. It comes out in summer 2013. That's just insane. That's the longest I've ever had to wait for a book. Like, it was like 1 year gaps between all the Mercy Falls books, and 2 years? That's nuts. What if the world ends in 2012, Gina? Huh? We'll all die not knowing how the series ends. Please push release date back a bit. And I honestly don't care about that spin-off with Riley's brothers. Unless if it takes place after the end of the Intertwined story, maybe. But I don't know. Spoiler alert, time for some theories on what happened in the 4th book. As I said, I think it should be called Broken. Hopefully Gina will see this one, and hopefully he views my thoughts. Because what I thought, as I said, and it says in the back of the glossary at the back, that Marianne was turned into a drainer. But they never follow up on that here. I thought the witches, rather than cursing her with a death curse, I thought they turned her into a drainer. But they say at the end of the book, out of nowhere, oh yeah, Marianne was turned into a drainer. Never followed up on. They said that, like, she just, when she was trying to drain Riley, she got some human energy and that made her human. But no, they could be wrong. It could be a refreshing change of pace, whether what the explanation we're given is actually wrong. Because I stand by my theory that, because Marianne didn't stop draining people until after the witches were killed. So, that's what I think. And I think that when Riley lost his wolf at the end, it didn't go very far. What I mean by that, I think it went into Marianne. And I think if any of the next book is going to take place in the reality we left this in, I think Marianne is going to, like, find a way to, she's going to become a wolf and, like, break out of the institution her dad's locking her up in. Like, maybe with Victoria and/or Aiden's help. And that would be cool. See Marianne becomes a werewolf. That would be awesome. And, what else is there? Oh yeah, there's a playlist in the back of the book, which I think Gina should do this for all her books, because here's a playlist for Twisted. Raise Your Glass by Pink. That's kind of a pop party song. We Are Who We Are by Kesha. She's still an alien, by the way. Again, party song. Only One by Yellow Card. They're pretty pop-ish. I haven't heard this song, personally. All Over You by Spill Canvas. Have not heard this song. Moth by Audio Slave. That's an interesting song. Motley Crue. Haven't heard that song. That's What You Get by Paramore. That's a good song. That fits this book. Maybe by Sick Puppies. Very good. Secrets by One Republic. Good. Basket Case by Green Day. Good. Rebirthing by Skillet. Good. I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas. Firework by Katy Perry. Homecoming by Hey Monday. Your Love Is a Song by Switchfoot. This is a very mixed, weird playlist. I'm not sure I like it. It's like mostly pop, and this is well, it's Twisted. Cover says it all. It's a very dark, twisted series. Like the Audio Slave and Skillet, Green Day, Sick Puppies. That's okay. Everything else is pretty weird. But I think Gina should make playlists for all her books, especially the Tales of an Extraordinary Girl series. Because I already have my own playlist for an Extraordinary Girl, and what songs I think fit that. Mostly songs with fire in the title, like Rage Against the Machine, 1,000 Foot Crutch, Black Veil Brides, maybe. But. And seriously, Gina, please push the release date back. No one can wait that long. I get it really kills you writing these books, but but 2 years is just too long. So, those are my thoughts on Twisted. Those are my theories for everything. Oh yeah, I think regarding this whole time travel thing, I think there's probably going to be like either a really sick version of It's a Wonderful Life, or like Back to the Future Part 2, where like Aiden changes something and come back and makes things even worse, if that is at all possible. And then he has to go back and fix it, and I'm betting this series is going to have a happy ending. Unlike Forever and Mercy Falls, which I had no proof of that, but if I know Gina, she's going to find a way to wriggle her way out of this, and find a way to resolve all this, because that's the great thing about the Intertwined series. It's not like Twilight, or you tie yourself into a corner with this plot convolution. You have to come up with some BS reason to one sentence to write yourself out. With Intertwined, there's no way you can ever tie yourself into a corner, because you create this wonderful world where anything is possible. Like, Aang can time travel, it can raise the dead, and there's vampires and werewolves and drainers and all this crazy stuff, and witches. Like, it's like nothing isn't possible in this series, and I love it. That's why I love the series so much, why I keep coming back. Sorry, hold on. So, thought someone might be coming down the hall, I have to wrap this up. Oh, my door's not even closed all the way. Maybe that's why. And also, earlier in the book, just to remember this, witches were discussing, they said, oh, Aiden has, like, Tyson inside of him. And I was wondering what that is. First thing I wondered what that was, and after a couple days after the book, I got Caleb. It's Caleb, man. Call it this plot twist, man. I'm calling it. That's why he knows witches, is Tyson equals Caleb. So, on that note, Friends 57 out.